Okay, she's amazing. Long Ma Jingsen. Oh, she's doing something special. Oh.
And then it's the dragon and the horse together.
Okay, Connie Chan, it's the dragon and the horse together.
Yes. For good health.
Okay, thank you. This is Yvonne Liu. I saw her at a Buddha washing event, and she just like knocked my socks off. So I said she had to be here today. So we want to thank you. We want to welcome everyone to this historical milestone groundbreaking of Portsmouth Square Park project. My name is Vanita Louie, and I am one of your Recreation and Park Commissioners. I'm joined by many others here sitting in the front. But so we want to thank you for all coming. It's a highly anticipated, long waiting. I've been there a lot of groundbreakings, but Jen, this one's special.
Good afternoon, everybody. Showtime for this month. This afternoon. Are you guys ready for the groundbreaking? I can't hear you. Are you ready for the groundbreaking? Woo! My name is Jen Chan. I am co-emceeing with Vanita today. I work for Chinatown Community Development Center, but I'm so happy this project is finally breaking ground. It has been more than a decade in the making, from working with the city to the members of our community, and it's just a very exciting time for us.
So it's a high probability that when you come into Chinatown, we want to hear from some really important people that run this city. And it's a high probability that when you walk through Chinatown, you might bump into this man ordering maybe a boba tea, one of his favorite, welcoming tourists that come into Chinatown and visiting our small business people. So without further ado, Mayor Lurie.
Good morning, friendly Rebel Conferences here, John.
Thank you, Jen. Vanita, I wasn't sure who you were talking about. I'm gonna just do this. How's everybody doing? Good, good. Thank you all for being here for this historic moment, the groundbreaking of Faryungguk Portsmouth Square. This park is almost as old as the city of San Francisco. The first American flag raising in our city happened right here. The first public school in California stood here, and for generations, this square has been the heartbeat of Chinatown. But more than that history, we all know this is the living room of Chinatown. On any given morning, you can find seniors exercising, children enjoying the playground, or neighbors just catching up. For thousands of our seniors and families who live in the buildings surrounding this square, this park is their gathering place. For events, big or small, this area is where this community comes together. In Portsmouth Square, CBOs and city departments host resource fairs. SFPD hosts their Chinatown Night Out, an event where the neighborhood connects with their local officers. And this is where we kick off one of the most important holidays of the year, Chinese New Year. Every time I come here, I am reminded how much this neighborhood gives to San Francisco. That is why we are investing in free Wi-Fi for Chinatown. It is why we are making permit SF reforms that make life easier for local businesses, while we're strengthening public safety, and while we're making sure that hundreds of people in Chinatown who rely on health care and food benefits can keep them. And today, we are delivering another investment to this neighborhood. When this project is complete, Portsmouth Square will have a more spacious clubhouse for senior classes and community meetings. There will be an upgraded fitness facility, an improved playground for kids, and an elevated stage for community events. The square will keep serving Chinatown as it does today, but it will do so with more accessible and thoughtfulness for the decades ahead. I want to thank everyone who has worked on this vision, and yes, it has taken time. But you have made their mark. All of these groups, including CBPRC, the CCDC, Self-Help for the Elderly, CCC, CTA, and the countless other community organizations. Let's give it up for all of them. Thank you. I also want to acknowledge the coordination between our city departments, including Rec and Park and DPW. Sarah, Carla, thank you. I want to thank everyone for helping to make this possible. Getting a project of this scale across the finish line takes partnership. Portsmouth Square has been here since the beginning of San Francisco. And with this investment, it will be here for everything that comes next. Let's go Chinatown and let's go San Francisco. Thank you.
我哋多謝我哋市長，咁我簡單幫佢翻譯一下。咁佢好感謝每一個機構同埋每一個市政府嘅部門共同令到我哋花園角可以有呢個翻新嘅工程。咁佢亦都有同我哋講，就係花園角唔係漸漸我哋華埠嘅開始，亦都係我哋三藩市嘅開始嚟嘅。因為喺1847年嘅年代嘅時候咧，我哋呢度係舉起第一個美國嘅國旗嘅。咁陸續希望我哋花園角更加會變得更好啦，同埋多謝大家咁多年嚟嘅努力同埋工作，唔同嘅部門嘅合作同埋社區嘅推動，令到我哋華埠今日嘅花園角可以有呢個動工儀式。好，多謝大家。At this time, I'd like to thank the mayor for his remarks. I would also like to bring up District 3 Supervisor Danny Sauter and also District 1 Supervisor Kami Chen.
大家好，我係李義德，我係三藩市第三區43市。Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm Danny Sauter, the District 3 Supervisor. It is such an honor to represent Chinatown, and thank you for joining on what is a momentous day, a historic day, an important day for Chinatown, but for all of San Francisco. This is indeed the living room of Chinatown, and as the living rooms in our own homes go, this living room too has a lot of stories. It has a lot of history. This is where the city grew up. This is where the neighborhood grew up around this square. You heard the mayor. The first American flag raised here, the first public school in California here, our first city hall across the way, the old Hall of Justice across the way. So much history here, and so much history still to be made. We're recognizing that in one of the most densely populated communities in this entire country, that this neighborhood deserves, this neighborhood needs better access to parks, clean parks, safe parks, beautiful parks, playgrounds, community spaces, and that is what this project will deliver. I have a lot of really good memories here, gathering here to kick off Chinese New Year every year. I think, Mr. Mayor, when we did it last year, I think we had the mayor and the entire Board of Supervisors all at once. I've never seen that anywhere except for in the chambers. It happened here. It speaks to how important this space is. Tough but important moments in time here too. This is where the neighborhood was taken care of when we had Chinese hospital and community partners turn this into a max vaccination site during the worst of our COVID pandemic. This is where we rallied when we said, fight the virus, not the people. This is a space that is so important to Chinatown, and with this groundbreaking, with the work ahead, it will remain that way. I want to recognize that it has taken a lot of folks to get here, well over a decade of work. I want to give appreciation to my predecessor, Aaron Peskin, who did so much work to make sure that this was included in all of the park bonds as it should have been. To the community advocates who fight every single day for Chinatown, we're better off because of you. So thank you and congratulations. I see the construction crews, they're ready to break ground, so let's get going. And with that, my colleague, District 1 Supervisor Connie Chan.
Thank you, Supervisor. And it is great to be here with all of you. It is certainly an honor. I think that this is a moment I just want to, Chinese has this saying, when you drink water, you think about the source and where the water that comes from. And so at this moment, I just want to take a moment to think about and honor the late Phil Chin, who was the founder of, Chinatown. And Jen and I had this debate. I say Chinatown, she said community. Chinatown or community for better parks and recreation. And with his leadership and community organizing, I want us to look around. It's not just where we're landing today, but where we have been as a community. We fought for monies that actually renovated the Betty Ang Ong Recreation Center that's on top of Washington Street. We fought for money that is now known as the Willy Woo Woo Playground, that formerly known as Chinese Playground. And also where we all standing next to it is the $2 million Portsmouth Square bathroom. This was groundbreaking, by the way, to have a great bathroom stand alone in the park system, but for Chinatown and for generations of people in the community depend on. But finally, we're landing here and today, and truly, it is all the District 3 supervisors. That is Supervisor Aaron Peskin, former Supervisor David Chu, and then now Supervisor Danny Sauter. That together, that really make sure that we have this continue to going on for the community. We are grateful for that, but we also know that it takes a village. I want to give a quick shout out to our former Rec and Park Commissioner Alan Lowe, who also did a lot of work. But I would say that along with my colleague, Supervisor Cheyenne Chin, the two of us who are the daughters of Chinatown, here we express gratitude to Mr. Mayor and to all our community leader, and definitely to all the Recreation and Park Department, all the staff, and both former General Manager Phil Ginsberg and now our General Manager Sarah Matlin. Not to mention, the repair for the elevator is important for the entire city, that to see that community come together for this space. I cannot wait, not just for the groundbreaking, I cannot wait for its completion, and I cannot wait for us to again come together for the Empress of China, and that this is going to be the completion of the Portsmouth Square. And so with that, I am very grateful and thank you, and I will quote Mayor, not only that let's go San Francisco, let's go Chinatown!
So in Chinatown, we have a lot of acronyms that start with a C. So we want to thank CC, Connie Chan. We have another supervisor, Cheyenne Chen, and we have Joaquin Torres. So thank you for being here. Another 2 Cs.
咁我依家簡短去翻譯第1區陳思敏同埋第3區嘅李義德，佢哋啱啱同我哋講嘅幾句説話。咁李義德市參事就同我哋講就係、其實華埠呢度花園角唔係正一個公園，佢係我哋華埠嘅廳。因為我哋好多家庭都係住喺散房裏邊嘅，咁呢個地方就變咗佢哋嘅落腳地。咁我哋社區有任何嘅活動咧，都係會喺呢個花園角度發生嘅。咁所以呢一度唔係淨係一個公園，係我哋嘅屋企嚟嘅。咁樣陳思敏市參事亦都有同樣同我哋講，就係其實今日嘅成果得嚟不易，因為我哋好多前輩嘅努力。同埋前任嘅市參事做咗好多唔同嘅工作，呢10幾年嚟嘅工作，先令到我哋華埠呢一個花園角今日可以有呢個活動嘅，咁好感謝大家嘅。And with that, I would like to bring up the executive director or CEO of, most of you all know who she is when she comes up here, Annie Chung from Self Help for the Elderly. I used to watch Connie on TV as a kid, wanting to be her when I grow up.
Good afternoon, everyone. So, Self-Help for the Elderly, Mayor, and supervisors have been a tenant of the Portsmouth Square Clubhouse on the lower level for probably almost 20 years. Although that small 500 square feet clubhouse wasn't really functional, but we still pay the rent every month. Sarah, if Phil Ginsberg was here, he would remember, and you probably remember too, that I've been asking him, and now you, thank you, to renovate the clubhouse and modernize really Portsmouth Square for us, for our community. Because we're standing on the most famous icon in the heart of Chinatown. Portsmouth Square is not just a park for us, it's part of the extended living space for our seniors and residents who live in the 3,000 plus SRO single rooms in Chinatown. If you just sit here for half an hour, even 15 minutes, you will see seniors coming to do their Tai Chi exercises, families with young children coming here for the play structures, and tour groups will stand here right in the middle of the park, admiring the pyramid and other tall buildings around Chinatown. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, supervisors. Thank you, City Attorney David Chiu. Thank you, Sarah, Beverly, and the hardworking Rec and Park team and the DPW team. Thank you for funding, designing, and delivering the new Portsmouth Square to all of us. A note of thanks to also our former Budget Chair and Assembly Member Phil Ting for finding us really those additional funds to expand the clubhouse and make this $73 million project possible. When I think of the new 7,000 to 8,000 square feet new clubhouse where we can finally hold dance classes, yoga classes, and other special interest and hobby classes, host festivals and large community events, a shelter when the heat is miserable, where our seniors can now come enjoy a lunch meal and other activities with air condition, because Portsmouth Square Clubhouse is going to be our cooling center. I felt goosebumps on my arms because I'm not just imagining these new activities and expanded programs, but in 2 to 3 years, all these new programs and activities and amenities of our new park will become reality. Closing this park for the next few years, 2 to 3 years, is probably very hard for all of us who love the park and hold many events here. But as they say, follow the rainbow until you find your dream. The community has been following this new park rainbow for many years, and our dream, starting with today, is finally coming true. Thank you everyone for attending.
好，咁我簡單翻譯安老自助處嘅鍾月娟女士啱啱同我哋講嘅幾句説話。咁啊，鍾月娟同我哋講咧，就係花園角其實樓下嗰度係有個 clubhouse 嘅，咁大約得500平方尺，地方唔係好大，咁個月其實都係要交租俾市政府嘅。咁但係佢見到一日一日咁樣，我哋喺華埠道。啲小朋友可以喺公園度玩，老人家可以喺度做太極，但係知道我哋會有一個新嘅 clubhouse， 而嗰個 clubhouse 就會係大約7500尺平方嘅，多咗好多地方搞社區嘅活動。咁佢就話呢一個唔係單止一個夢想，係追彩虹嘅夢想變成真嘅。咁就希望可以睇到佢。開始開門嗰一日，但係嚟緊呢2、3年亦都會困難，因為佢都明白到我哋花園角唔係漸漸即一個公園嚟嘅，咁所以我哋一齊合作嘅就可以見到呢個7500尺嘅 clubhouse 開門，同埋我哋嘅公園重新再翻身。All right, back to English. I'd like to bring up our city attorney. David Chiu, and also our district attorney, Bert Jenkins.
Good afternoon, San Francisco. The sun is shining on Chinatown today, and who's ready to turn some dirt? We ready? All right. We're really here to celebrate three things. The first is the incredible village that it took us to get to this point. As someone who's represented Chinatown now for going on 18 years, I want to thank our city family, our mayor, our supervisors, the head of our incredible departments. I want to thank the voters in 2020 and my former colleagues in the state legislature. And I want to thank all of the Chinatown organizations to start with the letter C. Appreciate CCDC and CYC and CCVA and all the acronyms. And I also want to take a moment and thank lawyers. Chris Tom, Kristen Jensen, Manu Pradhan, because this was a lot of work. We had an incredible number of agreements and procurement and bidding and contracts to get through. So thank you all. I also want to take a moment, though. This is about celebrating patience. How many of you were a little impatient about this project? Alan, raise your hand. All right. I have to admit, as someone who is a little impatient, this is a project that has had a lot of challenges. We have gone through those challenges. We know we may still have challenges moving forward, but we are going to get this project done. And I just want to remind you, you can see the buildings here. City College took us 30 years to get done. Next to it, the iHotel took almost 30 years to get done. Right up the street, the Rose Pack Station took several decades. We're going to get this done in 10 years, okay, Mr. Mayor? We need to celebrate that. The last thing I just want to say is we are here to celebrate family. Not just our seniors who are playing Chinese chess, not just our friends who are meeting, but our personal families. My son's great-grandmother used to play here when she lived in the place. My son currently plays at the Willy Woo Wong, but is going to play here. And we know that his next generation will be playing here alongside the future Bruce Lee statue. We are here to celebrate family, we're celebrating history, we're celebrating patience, but most importantly, we're celebrating community. So let's go San Francisco, let's go Chinatown, and let's go Portsmouth Square. Madam Dean.
I don't think I can add another let's go, but I'll try. You know, I am so honored to be here to share in this day. Every time that I've come to Portsmouth Square, it's generally to make sure that our seniors know that they will be taken care of and protected in our city. And this space has been a humbling experience for me to have that conversation with them. And so I'm just here to make sure that everybody gets their job done and hold everybody accountable for getting this done quickly, right, Andy? we want to see it done quickly, but no, I just want to really say thank you to everybody who has not only made this happen, but all of the workers who are going to actually put it into place and make it happen.
We appreciate all the labor, the manual labor that's going to go into making this space even more beautiful and somewhere where we can continue to celebrate and support our Chinatown families and our Chinatown seniors. And my job will continue to be to keep this a safe space and a safe community for all. So thank you.
Okay, sitting to the left of me, we want to thank the merchant associations that are here. We want to thank Betty Louie and Ed Sue.
What, is this thing on?
Hello. Yep. Next up, we're gonna bring up. Oh, you want to translate again? All right, I'm gonna translate again very briefly. What our district attorney and also our city attorney just said. 咁我而家簡單翻譯我哋兩位律師啱啱講嘅説話，就係我哋其實呢段工作做得以嚟係好難嘅，因為我哋需要好多嘅律師去幫我哋讀唔同嘅文件啊，分析唔同嘅文件同埋唔同嘅資料嘅。咁佢哋亦都有同我哋講，就係呢一個工程係需要好多耐性。如果冇耐性呢，就係等唔到嘅。咁因為譬如我哋起咗我哋三藩市嘅國際大廈需要30年，我哋嘅華埠白蘭贊亦都係需要幾十年嘅時間。咁其實呢個短短嘅3年嘅時間應該會過得好快嘅。 咁阿 Book Jenkins 咧亦都有同我哋講，就係佢次次嚟親花園局咧，都係會講於關於我哋華埠長者嘅安全。咁佢仍然繼續都會希望我哋嚟到我哋華埠，我哋花園局都會係一個好安全嘅地方。咁呢一個工程嘅時間亦都係唔例外嘅。
Good job, Jen. Well said. And we want to recognize, there's our fire chief there, Dean Crispin. So it gives me great honor to, my other commissioner colleagues are sitting here right here in the front row. We have our president of our commission, Kat Anderson, Vice President Joe Hallisey, and we have Meredith Williams. And it was in 2022 that we approved this design. And I just watched this clubhouse grow from a 7,000 square foot, then I heard 8,000, now it's 8,500. So having said that, we want to, without further ado, I want to introduce our department general manager of the Department of the Recreation and Parks, Sarah Madlin.
Is this working? Okay, doesn't sound like it. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Commissioner Louie. I am Sarah Madlin, the General Manager of the San Francisco Recreation and Parks Department, and I'm honored to be here today with all of you. I want to begin by thanking the people of Chinatown. Today's milestone belongs to you all, the community. For years, neighbors, seniors, families, merchants, and community organizations have shared their ideas, expended their time, and shared with us their deep, deep love for this place. Behind this amazing community are a team of leaders that are listening. Thank you, Mayor Lurie. Thank you to all of our elected officials, our city agency partners, especially you, Carla, and of course our Recreation and Park Commission, and our staff for bringing the community's vision and all that you told us into reality here today. Few places tell the story of Chinatown and of San Francisco as powerfully as Portsmouth Square. We are standing today on historic ground. As has been spoken about, this was the city's original civic center, the site of California's first public school, and the birthplace of Asian American activism in our city. Portsmouth Square is not only a historic place, it's part of daily life for thousands of residents. It's where folks exercise in the morning, meet friends in the afternoon, bring grandchildren to play. We are also lucky to celebrate cultural traditions here and just spend some time outdoors. A place this important deserves this investment and deserves an investment that honors both its history and this community. This is the first major renovation of Portsmouth Square in more than 50 years. Yes, well deserved. And when complete, the park will feature a larger clubhouse. I think it's actually 30,000 square feet now. A new playground, better accessibility, and more space for community gatherings and cultural celebrations. It's also the final piece, as Supervisor Chan said, in Chinatown's park renaissance, joining the amazing Betty Ann Ong Recreation Center and Willy Woo Woo Wong Playground, creating a network of exceptional gathering spaces right here in Chinatown. These investments ensure Chinatown is home to some of the best public spaces in San Francisco. And none of this happens without partnership. There's so many partners to thank, but I want to thank Annie and Self-Help for the Elderly. Thank you for paying your rent, but also for all the wonderful work that you do. Thank you to the Committee for Better Parks and Recreation in Chinatown, Chinese Community Development Center, CYC, the Chinese Culture Center, and all the Chinatown merchants and the many, many advocates who stuck with us through this project. I also want to recognize our team here at Rec and Park, Noah Levy, our amazing project manager. Thank you, Noah. Our partners at Public Works. Carla, thank you to you and your staff. Swinnerton got a shout out in the back already. MEI Architects, SWA Group, Projects like this happen because of all of this work for years and years behind the scenes. We are so proud to begin construction. We look forward to welcoming the community back to Portsmouth Square, not in 10 years, Mr. City Attorney, but hopefully in 2028 is the plan. And now it is my pleasure to welcome a partner in this project and in many, many others, Carla Short.
And she's going to be joined by Carmen Chu because Mr. Mayor has to be at a different spot pretty soon, I was told.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you all so much. It is great to be out here today with the mayor, with our supervisors, and all of our city and community partners to celebrate this milestone. You've heard about how long it has taken us to get here. This is really a community-driven reimagination of this iconic public square. Everyone has called it the heart of Chinatown. Everyone has called it the living room of the community. This new project will balance cultural identity with modern amenities to meet today's needs and benefit the generations that follow. San Francisco Public Works is honored to deliver this project on behalf of the Recreation and Park Department and perhaps most importantly on behalf of Portsmouth Square Park users, people of all ages who rely on this beloved public space, as you've heard, to meet with friends, to get some exercise, to just enjoy some fresh air and being with community. We are honored to be part of it. Thank you all so much. And with that, it is my honor to introduce our city administrator, Carmen Chu.
Thank you so much. Hello, everybody. My name is Carmen Chu, and I serve as San Francisco City Administrator. I am the last person you're going to hear from today before we start to break ground, so it is my cue to be as short as possible. But before I do that, I have three things to say. One to Malcolm as he's getting up to walk away. Malcolm, you've given up your MC duties to Jen Chan. Where's Jen? Jen is way better. So I just want to say she's not only
emceeing, but translating for everybody. So let's give a big round of applause to our wonderful MCs, Jen, and of course to Vanita. The second thing I want to say is that this park bond is actually part of the reason, or the 2020 bond is part of the reason we're able to continue delivering for San Francisco. I want to thank voters this past June for supporting the Prop A bond as well. That will help us to continue to make sure that San Francisco, we don't just say, let's go San Francisco, but that we can keep going, especially in emergencies. And the third thing I will say is that events like these are amazing and wonderful because I think for all of us who are standing up here, it reminds us of why we do public service to begin with. And it is to center on the people that we serve, to make sure that the people who live here have a place to go to recreate safely, that when there is time of an emergency, that they have some place that is safe to gather and to make sure that they have food and help, that it's a place where our children and our seniors can come and meet together and build community and have strong mental health. So I just want to say thank you for giving us this opportunity to celebrate, and let's get to turning over that dirt.
Okay, let's go front row. Okay, let's flip the dirt.
Christine handled it.
I don't think we're getting it.